Oh, hi! Weekend. Toy sharing. Now, as you remember, if you remember watching my video last week, I was gonna be doing what we call a Netflix series because the toys that we'll be discussing or we'll be sharing for the next 3 weekends, second weekend, are are anime shows that are currently in Netflix, at least in my country, the Philippines. Now, last week we had Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie. But now, this is actually my most, I guess, recent or most modern. I know I'm not sure about the term, but it's the figure wherein he's a character wherein it's a little bit pretty updated because the first season just ended, and that figure is Momo Ayase from Dandandan. Yes. I'm actually pretty excited about this because I just opened the, I just removed the tape today. So basically, we are going to unbox this together. Now, Momo Ayase is a student. She's a high school student who has powers. I guess she has that hand thing, powers, and then she is into the occult, and her partner Okarun is more into aliens. And it's Dandandan is a comedy. I think it's a, I'm not sure. I can't really say it's a horror comedy, but it's pretty much of a comedy. Honestly, it's not the usual anime that I watch because I usually watch anime like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. I like Chainsaw Man a lot, and Kaiju number 8. So this is a little bit different, but I like the art. I love the opening scene, the dance. Either they're doing it in actually they're doing, some of them are doing the dance challenge for that. So I really got this because I like the character. Now, as you can see from the box, that's the figure pictures. In the back, some poses from different poses, and then now we're gonna be opening it together. Right. So you might notice that unlike the Kamen Rider boxes, even for the new Kamen Riders, for Kamen Rider Revised, this is in the old style in a sense that it is wider. Unlike before that it's a little bit more narrow and thick. This is wider and a bit thinner. Now, you can see here the instructions are just already in the flaps, and this is the figure. Now, it's actually this actually throws back to the older SH Figuarts style because in terms of the way the packaging is made. Now, what we have here is 5 sets of extra hands and 4 face plates. Now, if you always remember, I always talk about value. Now, what to review, what do I find as value? Anything beyond the face, figure, and hands. So be it like accessories or weapons for Kamen Riders or others, weapons, accessories, or action bases or effects. Unfortunately, nothing. This is just the basic figure. But then again, we're talking about Dan, so it's basically a little bit. It doesn't really have weapons. So I would like maybe like some effects, like those hand effects when she tries to hold on to the spirits. I would like that, or at least some of the paper that she would had against or the wards against the demons. So unfortunately, in terms of value, I'll have to say nothing. It's just basic figure. So let's open. All right. So as you see now, this is, since I'm opening this as in brand new. I haven't touched it yet. So the plastic coverings are still there. And to even make it cooler, so we'll pull them out. So basically, it's fully wrapped in plastic. And when you buy an SH Figuarts brand new, you would see that it still has some still has some plastic covering protecting some of the joints. All right, so I guess it's to prevent scratches, I guess. So everything's still there. And then the hands are actually separate. So wow, this is a real throwback. Because usually they would let the hands are already incorporated in the package, but this time it's not. So this is a real throwback. These are old style packaging. So you got the 5 sets of hands. This is her, the figure. So we're gonna remove the plastic. Now, I used to think before that you have to pull it, you have to cut it, but actually it actually pulls out on its own. So you can just pull it out on your own. Like it just pulls out. It's easy. And so that's her. So she has the earrings, the semi-80s hairstyle. Always reminds me of Debbie Gibson. Okay, so for younger people out there, Debbie Gibson was a singer, pretty famous singer in her time. She's basically the Britney Spears of the era of the 80s. So we just removed it there. So you've got the skirt, you've got the articulations. Well, it's SH Figuarts. What can you say? Its articulation's pretty good. It does have those figure. It does have those. It does have those bendies for the shoulders, and okay. In terms of the attire, yes, this is her usual attire, so it's good. In terms of the articulation, it does have the articulation because some SH Figuarts does not have the bicep, not the bicep curl, but the bicep twist. So she does have that. She does have the little bit of a butterfly joint. So she has the mid body crunch and also with the waist. So articulation's pretty good, but it really just that the figure itself does not have any weapons, does not have any accessories, and she's actually the first in her line. I believe there's going to be Okarun, but the Okarun that they will be having is the Okarun that will be having is the transformed version. So I haven't ordered that figure. I might not. I'm not really much of a fan of it. If they get Okarun, the normal Okarun, I get it. But for this one, it's basically it's this. It's just basic figure. But it's nice, if you're a fan of the anime, if you're a fan of the character like I am, I would suggest you get it. It's a great representation of the figure. But if you're not into action figures, or if you just want the let's say the static figures, I would suggest going into Ban Presto instead of going into SH Figuarts, because number one, it's going to be cheaper, a lot cheaper. It might be around 30 to 40. Around 40% cheaper than an SH Figuarts figure. But then again, you're talking about me. I like my SH Figuarts, but I also like my statues. But since I have her already, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a Ban Presto one, but maybe I might if I save enough money. But then again, if you're just into the figures, I won't suggest this, because for the price and also in terms of value, you're just getting her. But if you're a real fan, if you're no, not real fan, everybody's a real fan. But if you're a big fan of her and the anime, yeah, it's a good figure. The figure itself is good. It's just that I'm saying that all you have are the faces. So if you'd like photography, toy photography, if you'd like her to pose her with others, because I'm definitely gonna be posing her with Todo from Jujutsu Kaisen. So if you like her at that point, if you like her movable, get her. But if you'd like to go in, if you just like the figure and like a representation of the figure, nah, I wouldn't say so. Because in terms of value, all you get are the hands in it. There's no accessories whatsoever. So it's a mixed bag. It's perfect. I love it. I love the figure. But if I'm gonna be advising somebody who is not really into action figures, I'd say no. I'd rather say that you get the Ban Presto one instead. There. So it's actually pretty short because it's just doesn't really have that much of it. But next week we're gonna be talking about we're gonna be having our last Netflix series, which is spoiler, Sunraku. So we're gonna be having a lot of stuff. So we're gonna be talking about him. And try Dandandan out. I love the opening song as well. I love the whole vibe. it's not what I usually watch, but it's very enjoyable. It's a very enjoyable anime, and it's currently in Netflix. It's still in Netflix in the Philippines. So I enjoying you guys to watch the anime. If you like the figure, if you like action figures, perfect. But if you'd like something more, just as a representation of her, I suggest other figures, Band Presto or even the plushie ones. So, happy weekend.